In today's video, we are putting my ego on the line. This is AzeemX, and we are fighting in a weekly online tournament. AzeemX, if you don't know, is a Fang player, a Pakistani player who lives in the US right now, and he has had some really big tournament wins, not only winning entire events, offline and online, but also famously beating Anakin at an offline. So his Fang is really scary, very, very unpredictable, but he also has side characters. His Lee is also really strong, his Steve is pretty decent, but I didn't know that he also played Noctis. This is brand new to me. So we load up into this match in top 8, and I see Noctis on the other side of the screen. And I know many people complain about mirror matches, and I have similar feelings, although ultimately I do enjoy them. The main ones coming up right away is the ego check, right? If I'm the specialist and somebody's just picking my character, shouldn't I be the one to win? I've done more work, I've done more practice, I know more situations. You would think that this should be easy, right? But it's not always the case. Fighting as your character and fighting against your character are very, very different things. There are also character-specific punishes and things like that that you can maybe leverage, but if your opponent has an approach to the character that's different from yours, it may be hard to quickly comprehend and make the necessary adjustments. On the other hand, Azeem, having fought me before, he fought my Noctis with Fang and Lee and Steve, so he has a lot of experience against my playstyle specifically. This makes it really, really scary, because I have my ideas of how Noctis should be played. He might not agree with them at all, he might do something completely crazy. He might do some things better, he might do some things worse. Handling all of these emotions and thoughts mid-tournament is legitimately a struggle. So, number one priority is to totally stay locked in, believe in what you're going to do, and sometimes you just got to throw stuff at them too. Let's check how the matches go. First one is on Infinite Azure. Generally, a nice stage for me as a Noctis player because I like to move around a lot, I like to find counter hit timings, but as you'll see, Azeem is no stranger to this kind of game as well. Azeem in the cape, me in the suit on the left side. Now he plays jab, down 2, and immediately finds the first counter hit launch up forward 1. This is really important. So after the down 2 hits, he backdashes 1.5 times. I do a sidestep right duck because he hit the down 2. I will beat his down back 3 here. I will beat his down forward 1, his up forward 1, etc. But he moves away. So I move into attack. I run up and do a forward 1+2, which is my highest coverage move. This is ideally the 0 counter move. Unfortunately, Azeem was very prepared to find this counter hit timing. He already threw up the up forward 1 before I even started my move. Big combo here. Wake up situation is ugly. I choose to go for a delayed get up 3. Doesn't beat the down forward 2. It actually covers more of the later layer mind games. But I give up the ability to launch this. You can launch this if they go for it, and it whiffs. Now Azeem playing up forward 1 again at wide distance. Here's another little detail. I do the down back 1+2. Noctis can punish this here. However, Azeem didn't know. This is information for me. And I think when you're playing a mirror, especially if you're supposed to be the character specialist, it's important to gather as much data as possible. What do they know? What do they not know? Because the more options you have, the more you can overwhelm, the more you can create problems. And creating problems for your opponent is the big, like, fighting game thing, right? Here, I land my own counter hit up forward 1. The situation here is worth looking at. So I hit the back 2. I do an up forward 1 to frame trap him. He doesn't respond. So he respects me on my offense. There, he tries to check me, though, with down back 1+2, right? And what he doesn't know that I know as a Noctis player is that after the up forward 1 on block, here, down back 1 will whiff. So he whiffs the first hit, but he keeps doing the string, assuming, it connected. I can sneak an up forward 1 between there and get my counter hit launch. Important to also note that even though I ate the first launcher, it's important not to panic, right? Even in the game, I was thinking to myself, great, he landed the first launcher, now I gotta come back. And that's the worst thing you can do. If you force yourself to feel like you're behind, or if you make a situation where you think you're behind and you're fighting from uphill, it's really easy to understand what you're looking for, right? It becomes very obvious. So it's important to kind of put that out of your mind. Keep playing the game. My roll shield catches his side roll. He doesn't punish my spear. Another important information check, right? I'm sure he knows it's launch punishable, but he's not used to launching it as Noctis. That's important data for later, and I don't want to spam it now. That's another big thing. Just because I have this knowledge doesn't mean I want to use it right away. I want to really save it for when it's like high intensity, high pressure redump rounds, like very, very late in the game. And here's another detail. I run up, I block his move for -9. I do a down forward 1, which is pretty safe given the frame situation, and then I rip a up forward 1 right away. This counter hits him, but if you look at the situation, it wasn't that he picked the wrong move. He picked a down forward 1. That's 13 frames. My up forward one is 13 frames. Because I was -1 from this block before, he actually should have outpaced me. But he must have had some kind of hesitation, probably because my down forward one has extensions, or because it recovers really fast. Either way, he was a bit late. So nice first round for me. Very happy about that. You can see that my backdashes have a bit more cancel APM. I'm like really spamming these backdashes, but he's just doing a couple. He doesn't need all that backdash speed, and you'll see why. Remember how I talked about creating problems for your opponent is really good? He's about to create a lot of problems. He's playing the spacing. I hit a back two. This is really nice because it wasn't going under his jab. That's an important misconception, is that Noctis doesn't always go under jabs. In the mirror, he can't go under his own jab. But there was a whiff, and I just happened to advance forward. Really good hitbox. Get past like a little whiff punish there. I play a sidestep right that dodges his up forward one. This is also important because this is my direct answer. However, because my movement is so autopilot sometimes, I miss the whiff punish. This totally caught me off guard. Okay, so he plays down 4. I hit a down forward 1, and remember I won the last round by doing down forward 1, up forward 1. So I try it again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He hard ducks it. Now, if you're just trying to beat up forward 1, down forward 1, maybe a down back 1, all of these big like Noctis moves that are like fast pokes, you sidestep right. That's the generic counter. For him to duck here meant he hard read that I was going for the counter hit. For round 2, getting hard read like that can be devastating, especially in the mirror. Again, I have a bit more experience fighting him. Sorry, he has more experience fighting me the other way around. He's defended against my habits and behavior a lot. So it's not that shocking in like the grand scheme of things, but in the moment it felt devastating. Now here, he does a down back 1 +2, big sword launcher on my block, and he doesn't know that I can punish it. In retrospect, I might have held this information, right? Like, not only does it show him that that move is unsafe now, but he might punish me for trying it. Whereas I could have maybe gotten away with having this free launch attempt multiple times until he knew. This is more like a metagame thing. This isn't how I would play to get better. This is how I would play in tournament. Like, this is the pocket sand, you know, the grimy tactics. Don't show him the punish if he doesn't know. But it's a first to 2. You can't really question your muscle memory that much. And punishing is rarely a bad thing, right? Running 1 +2. This is a frame trap, and then on his down forward 1, I just play back 2, disrespecting any kind of extension, disrespecting an up forward 1. I just throw the back 2, and it catches his sidestep right duck. Then he blows me up with his own up forward 1. So after the +6 here, he just plays defensively. I play down forward 1. And this is the situation I've been spamming, right? Down forward 1, up forward 1 has been my answer. So thinking that he would try to sidestep, or last time he showed a hard duck, right? So thinking that he would sidestep, I do a forward 1 +2. But he's 1 layer ahead, okay? He knows that I died last time for hitting a button right away. So my answer would probably be sidestep button, dash button, delay button. And so he up forward 1s. Absolutely devastating counter hit off of my offensive game plan, right? Really, really scary. He whiffs another one. So this is where I start to become kind of aware, like, hey, he's really looking for this up forward 1 gameplay. I need to whiff punish, I need to sidestep, and I need to make those duck reads when they're appropriate. This time, I play the down forward 1 right about here. And I remember that if I do anything immediately, I could die. He ducked my last up forward 1, so maybe it's better to just do nothing. Sidestep right. He's a layer ahead again. He chooses to just sidestep. He didn't put out a hitbox that I could step. He didn't throw out the up forward 1. He just moved with me. And then you can see he fuzzies a low parry here. This is very important information. Noctis counters Noctis's sidestep right, often with down 3. This sidestep low parry covers me doing any kind of delayed down 3 timing. That was a horrifying down forward 1 here. Right? I'm dashing into him, and remember what he did last time. Dash up forward 1. He's trying it, and it's such a consistent strategy. It's really hard to beat. My down forward 1 barely outpaces him. There, he beats me again on this kind of mini movement mind game. I hit the down forward 1, block another down. He blocks my down forward 1. I sidestep right to beat any kind of counter poke. But he did sidestep immediate back 2. So not only would he have dodged my follow, like immediate offense, he did his next move faster to beat my sidestep offense. Very, very precise micro timing that Pakistani players have a lot of the time. Running 1 +2, play a down 2-2. This is not natural. He should have been able to block that, but he didn't. Forward 2 whiffs out of nervousness, and this blew my mind. Most Noctis players, especially those who don't main the character, are really familiar with this situation from the trailer, because Noctis usually throws a parry. So I expected him to try and parry me because I would have been under pressure, been afraid. I threw the forward 2, which is kind of a sign of fear, and he stepped it. So I was expecting him to parry. I go low, and he just low parries me. So that's important data. Good to keep that in mind. He's not doing a lot of layer 1 Noctis stuff. It's kind of like layer 2, layer 3. So I'm playing these, I play in his face, then I do down 3. This does a few things. By playing down 3, I'm not dying to up forward 1 anymore because, you know, he just ducks down under. There are some timings where you can clip it, but that's not important, right? And I see him, because I've played Arslan, so I see him doing these fuzzy low parries out of his own movement, right? Look at the caped Noctis here. Backdash, low parry, okay? So he's inserting low parries automatically into his defensive movement timing. So all I have to do is wait for him to finish. Finish the low parry, then you're open to the low, right? He's not going to hold it forever. There he holds another low parry. Forward, 1+2. My 2-2 on his block. And now he's playing down back 3 as well. Tie life bar, not in a rush. Don't want to die to up forward 1. You look at this again. I run up and he throws it, right? As soon as our characters enter their threat range, he's hitting up forward 1. This is really good data. Need to be able to abuse it. For now, I just play down 3. There he tries again. Big whiff. More data. I'm just chilling because, again, I do not want to play games where I run into that up forward 1. So I want him to attack me, give me advantage, and then let me play a mix-up. So that's exactly what happens here. He forward 1+2s, and I play sidestep right in case he decides to disrespect and throw a poke right away. Then I throw my down 3. Look at, again, his autopilot default movement. Backdash, low parry. So this tells me a few things. He is using the same defensive pattern until I really blow it up. And that's really good details because it shows that, yes, he has a very strong default, but it's probably going to stay the same. Another whiffed up forward 1. This is all really, really important information. And if your mind is on kind of the ego trip of the mirror match, you might miss these key details. I know for sure I did a lot of the time. Here, the familiar down forward 1 on block, and I die for it. How did this happen? Right? Down forward 1. I play back 2. This is foolish for a few reasons. I'm -1. This is a 14-frame move. His move of choice is a 13-frame move. So not only is my move slower, I have less frame advantage, so he gets that for free. Second of all, if he chose to sidestep right, which he's been choosing before, back 2 wouldn't really work. So not the wisest choice by me. I play this get up 3. The reason I'm playing this get up 3 is because if he does down back 1 here, I can counter hit the second hit and launch him. This is what a lot of high-level players would do against Noctis. However, he does the roll, so I don't get anything. Run up Demo Man. I don't play the frame advantage that much because I only have +2. So I just throw a 2-2 to catch him moving or something. 3 seconds left on the clock. Same block situation. You'll remember last time he low parried me. So I said, okay, he low parried me last time. I might as well just hit him low because who would do the low parry twice? He would. Remember I was saying same defaults until you destroy him for it. Backdash low parry, and in this case, string low parry. Very, very important information. This up forward 3 plays heavily into that, okay? The forward 1+2, I down forward 1 him. What has happened to me here in almost every situation? He'll up forward 1 me and I'll die. He'll sidestep right and dodge my immediate poke, or we'll step together and then something will happen after. We step together, okay? What else has he been doing? Backdash low parry. Well, it turns out he wanted to backdash low parry after the sidestep accomplished nothing. So you can see here Noctis starting to low parry and then the up forward 3 hitting him. Sniping somebody's low parry timing is really, really hard, but I had a strong feeling because of the success rate, he would low parry maybe longer, or the timing was just very clear to me, and so I was really confident in that option. This shattered my confidence right after. I tried a down forward 2, but on my arcade stick, I have 1+2 mapped to the right, and I fat fingered it horribly, missing my launch punish completely. You have enough time to get lunch and launch punish that. Important to not dwell on that. You know, again, mirror match ego, mistakes, can't dwell on any of these in a tournament set. I play down 2, play sidestep right duck because I don't want to get hit. My down forward 1 snipes his up forward 1 again. Very, very scary. This is the sidestep right duck I was talking about, by the way. Jab, right here. He dashes up, back dash up forward 1. My hesitation almost got me killed, but I beat him just barely. No reward though. That's really scary. And look at this. This is, you would think we have the mimic mode on in practice mode. So after this snipes him, we both sidestep right, duck, And then we both forward 1+2. I was later, so I die. Luckily for me, he's not a specialist. He picks a suboptimal combo. I got a bit more HP to work with. I play this get up 3 again. He plays down forward 2 again. So again, him showing me that he prefers to pick the same option until it's really killed, right? Until I really kill him for it. 2-2, up forward 1. He's throwing a bunch of up forward 1s, right? He has a health lead to make up. Not really sure what my offensive strategy is going to be, so it makes sense, especially if I'm not whiff punishing it. He's not dying for it. Here, he just outplays me completely with the win button. Forward 1+2 at this range, right? Previously, he had been throwing up forward 1s. So it makes sense for me to either just chill or try to hit him with a big hitbox. Right? Especially after I whiff a move here, what's likely going to happen? Either I'll just chill and he just did a safe move and there's no problem, or I run in and try to start some offense. Right? In either case, this move is fine to do, and in this case, it's really, really fine to do because he gets a huge reward. Counting my blessings again for a smaller combo, although it doesn't put me in rage, which is kind of nice for him. And here, this is the trademark, I think, Pakistani style as well. He's been showing me the same defaults over and over and over again. Backdash low parry every time. Low parry after down back 1+2. Oh, down back 1+2 over and over again. Low parry. And then on the wake up situation, he's always been doing down forward 2. So he's lulled me into a false sense of security, thinking that he's always going to pick the same option. So he picks down back 1+2, which hard punishes my get up 3 into a kill. So it's hard to tell how they're going to play when you're fighting Pakistani players, because a lot of the times they'll pick the high percentage option, or they'll pick the high reward option. For example, high reward is that down forward 2 on Okazemi. High percentage is low parrying out of your movement constantly. But the moment you try to adjust, they might insert some randomness. They might decide, I'm not going to do that option this time. You saw it a lot also when I was doing down forward 1. I was expecting him to retaliate, so I would sidestep right, and he would never give it to me when I expected him to pause. And that is kind of what makes these players so hard to fight. I take him to the walled stage because I believe in my combo optimization. I believe in my neutral ability, in the sense that if he's backdash up forward 1ing over and over again, I can use my movement to push him to the wall. I never have to put myself at risk, and it actually punishes him for being a bit more passive. So here I play the down forward 1s, and I stop doing anything after, right? Down forward 1, do nothing. Down forward 1, sidestep right. Up forward 1 in case he did a poke, but as I saw before, he's not really going to kill me for that, so I'll just keep trying it. 2-2 up close, down forward 1 in frame, so not a lot of risk of getting counter hit here, right? I'm +6 off this 2-2, I just throw my poke out. He'd have to parry me, that would be insane. Catch him whiffing the up forward 1. This is the adjustment. I know what his intent is. He wants to kill me with that move, especially when he needs a comeback, it's probably going to come. So I just got to be really sharp for it. And now I start employing my textbook anti-Noctis. Why did I say it like that? My textbook anti-Noctis, where I'm not really afraid of his lows. So if I'm not getting counter hit, what's the threat? Nice down 2, all right? I'm just chilling. And there I get the punish for the kill. So here I have the walls on my side and that kind of awareness that if he's just playing up forward 1 Noctis, I just have to block a lot. Putting my own up forward 1s kind of randomly, but just don't get counter hit. Right? A lot of movement, a lot of nothing. I'll put in my buttons now and then, but not every time. And by every time, I'm talking about these spacing games, right? If I always attack at the same spacing every time, Pakistan will blow you up for it. This was a really good low parry, and it again showed me the resilience of their default gameplay. Look at the situation it comes up in. We're spacing, right? So 2-2 is right at whiff range. He plays a dash up forward 1 to catch my approaching button, doesn't happen. So on that whiff, I run up to try and take an opportunity. He does backdash, low parry, like clockwork, right? So this tells me I just cannot play down back 3s on my default run up timing because he has built his defense to counter that style of offense. Get a big duck on his string. Try to salvage the wall combo, not amazing. Really scary error there, I could have died. We both up forward 1 here. I up forward 1 from severe disadvantage, and luckily I'm just off axis. And because it hit me from the right ear like this, he didn't get a full launch. But that was really horrifying to try. I jab him again from disadvantage. This is some PhiDX stuff. He plays the rage drive. I play 1-2, disrespecting it because he doesn't have a lot of frame advantage. Now we're in a last hit situation. He ducks my jab, which was absolutely horrifying because that could have been, if he ducked my up forward one, I'm sure I get launched, right? He also, this would block my immediate down three, which I just hit him with, right? He did dash duck. Who does that? That was sick, but he whiffs the down forward one and my 2-2 hits him. Up 2 rounds off a nice whiff punish of the up forward one and me refusing to get counter hit. Right, the run up down back one is a bit scary, but I've been shutting off the up forward one with that whiff punish, so I wasn't too afraid in that exact moment. Forward 4 1+2 from range. He's spamming the up forward ones now because a comeback is what he needs. Because about 60% HP left. Now just moving around. I'm not going to get counter hit. I refuse. What are we going to do? 2-2. There we go. Back 2 clips me out of my movement, I believe. Because the 2-2 hits me out of my back 2. I block the down forward one, and then I play sidestep right to beat any kind of immediate thing. And I do a little low parry, but I don't stand up and block in time, so I eat the back 2. Down by 3 is on immediate timing. And even though I'm at a disadvantage here, I cannot get low parried here. So this run up down 3, I try and delay. A little bit of delay just to beat the low parry. And he does a little fuzzy low parry. Do you see this? Right there. Look at the caped Noctis. Little fuzzy low parry, but he stops. So my little delay really mattered there to prevent me from immediately dying. Little fuzzy. Caught it. He does an up forward one because Noctis is down by 3 is -2. I have no advantage. So I dash up again and I do a back 2 thinking he's going to low parry. I catch him here. Did he low parry? Frame by frame. My fault. Yeah, I think he did a baby low parry right here. So I'm starting to catch on to his regular defensive timing and taking it at face value. That he's probably going to do it. There he whiffs it, but I mess up my down forward 2 and hit forward 2. So no whiff punish. Very tragic. Runs up 2-2. Sidestep left, the up forward one. That should not happen. Now I'm just chilling. Can I get counter hit? I whiff the down back 1. He tries to whiff punish, but the string extension catches him. He was a bit too slow. It was a really good attempt too. He almost whiff punished me. So we made a great adjustment in game 2. By playing the delayed down back 3 timings and the back 2 off the dashes, I avoid his low parry, the auto low parry that's been blowing me up. And by choosing to do a lot more nothing, he's not finding the up forward 1 counter hits. So I'm feeling really, really confident in this strategy. And even though he switches the stage to Sook, I felt pretty good because we were playing on a pretty small stage before. So lots of confidence going into this one. He throws the up forward 1 and I block it. So I play some full crouch. Miss my whiff punish on the down forward with a down forward 2 here. But ultimately not a big deal. I didn't die. Up forward 1, up forward 1. I'm getting a big health lead here. Feel pretty solid. Sidestep right duck here. This is the great anti-Noctis default here, right? Down forward 1. I expect that he might do a poke or some kind of up forward 1 like he just did. Unfortunately, I get no punish except a down 3. So I'm getting opportunities, not a lot of punishes. Raw parry off the back 2. Fascinating strategy. I try to parry back. I'm way too early. But ultimately, this is going okay, right? Catch him with the string extension on a counter hit. Then he gets me, he catches me doing something really dumb again, right? Forward 4 1+2. He down forward 1s me. I play back 2. Even though he's -1 and I have frame advantage here, I chose a 14 frame move. He chose a 13 frame move. So we tie and we trade. Small combo here for him. He's in rage. I don't duck, so I'm chilling. He blows his rage, so I'm chilling even more. And I eat an up forward 1. Now, how did this happen? Do you remember how I'm trying to beat his backdash low parry? So while I'm running in and debating what timing I'm going to play at, he can just go, oh yeah, up forward 1. Because I'm not either my down back 3 comes really late and he eats a poke as punishment for his up forward 1, or I play a mid on that super delayed timing. And that's where his up forward 1 hits. I get saved by the wall. Big whiff, no punish, PhiDX, oh my god! And then here, I thought I could get him with a rage drive. So I sidestep to try and make sure his back's to the wall, and I throw the rage drive. But he throws a 1-2, and that was really, really smart, because if you look at his HP, the rage drive either chips him to kill here, or he's left with 1 pixel and -8 frame disadvantage. So if I'm +8 and just have to do a pixel, that's easy. So he just says, forget the risk, the rage drive is slow. Right? The rage drive is pretty slow. I'm still in range of him. Don't back away, press with a 1-2. And he counter hits me, and now I lost all that advantage. He flash ducks my 2-2 string and jab punishes me. Very, very sharp from Azeem. Man, I was so upset that I messed up like that. Okay, avoiding the up forward 1 again. Remember, just keep it chill. Running 1+2. Play a sidestep down 2-2. Again, he doesn't block it for some reason. Probably a neutral guard. There, my sidestep right duck pays off, but I don't get the punish again. If I do my 1-2 too fast, I just get the while standing 2. And I hit my 1-2 way too fast. Backdash low parry, still a huge threat, despite my strange belief that it wouldn't be a threat, right? So I run up at him. He's backdashing. And just the default answer is if somebody's running up to you, backdash, low parry. And that blows me up. Luckily, the wall is pretty close. Actually, that's not lucky at all. He got like the max, some of the close to max damage. Low parry again, but this time not too bad of a punish. I stay down so the demo man doesn't hit. There we go. Just stay. Don't die to up forward 1. Top priority. No whiff punishes is really painful, but you can see that the nerves are taking their toll. I'm playing at this range. I'm just like, bro, knock off the up forward 1, then we can fight. Down forward 1. Not a lot. But again, I can't force it. If I get desperate and force this offense, it's over for me. Boom. This one felt really good. So I catch the 2-2. I choose to do nothing with the advantage. I'm +6. I just backdash. Right? So I backdash with the health lead. And so as soon as he closes the gap to attack, I throw my up forward 1. And he actually just did a jab. So that means I completely outpaced him here, got some nice timing. That one felt really, really good. Counter hitting a jab feels incredible, especially out of the neutral. 1-1. 1-1-1-1, elimination from the tournament at stake. He throws the spear, a messed up forward 1+2. This time I'm sharp on the punish. It's like the Noctis tax. Noctis is really easy, but if you mess up something like that, it's catastrophic. Good block on the full crouch low. Here again, I just cannot get counter hit. That's his only way back in the game. Back 2, huge damage. I actually sniped his up forward 1 here. Look at that. He did sidestep right. He did the backdash low parry thing, right? And then threw an up forward 1. So that took too much time. My back 2 is faster. 2-2. Down back 3. Okay. I'm not afraid of that, man. Like, what lows am I really thinking about here? Down back 1. Sidestep right. Nice. Good job, PhiDX. No punish again, though. Sidestep right, low parry. I have him in a great position. I just need to not eat a counter hit. The lows are okay. Good sidestep right. I almost threw away my life on that down forward 1-4. Big whiff again. Messed up the spear. And you got to take these opportunities. It's all small opportunities, especially in tournament. Down by 3 whiffs, but I don't get blanched for it, so I'm chilling. Down forward 1-2. He gets a small punish. I'm trying to splash in a bit more unpredictability, which is why I do the string extensions. However, I'm a bit too overzealous on this offense. And you can see that after my sidestep right duck, which offers no pressure really, I just sidestep right duck, and then I decide to run at him and do a down back 1, which is really slow. He just catches me with the up forward 1. But at this point, I was probably more focused on how he had gotten that backdash low parry on me earlier, right? So doing a forward dash mid is kind of the counter to that. Full counter hit string. I'm still sidestep right ducking, and then he just hits me with the forward 1+2. This is a strong counter to that kind of defensive default movement because sidestep right is vulnerable to it, and the duck is vulnerable to it. So there's a lot of vulnerability windows to the Shadow Scissors, that move. But if he's swinging at me and going -9, I'm not as much at risk for eating an up forward 1. So I'm just chilling here. I'm playing forward dashes and staying in his face because I don't want to play that spacing game that much. And maybe if I can bait out an up forward 1, then I win. However, you can see I'm still missing the whiff punishes. Right? Just I need him to whiff it, but I don't want to overcommit. If I go low, he'll low parry. I have 30 full seconds. I don't need to rush this life, right? But after all of that, I do rush it. Up forward 1, low parry.
Obvious.
Very nice. The Pakistani players have really good awareness, including on whiff, including if they take a hit. Their attention doesn't dip just because a whiff happened or a punishable low happened. They're looking at the next play. And this is a great example of that. It's not Pakistani exclusive. I just see it very often from the strong Pakistani players. It's also a big European thing. Duck the string. I don't get a full launch, but that's because, you know, confidence. Time is winding down, but I catch him with a 1-2, 1+2. Keep the combo as safe as possible. Don't go for 2 dash jabs. Oh my god, I accidentally get the drop kick here. I wanted to do a roll. But I double tap forward, get the drop kick. His up forward 1 hits me, but he doesn't convert. With 2-2, he converts and I die. Down forward 1-2 clips him. This was huge. Absolutely huge.
No, I didn't want to do that.
Disrespect his frames. Down forward 1-2, and then I just backdash. He runs up and rage arts thinking I'm going to try to keep him out, but I just chilled. And absolute nail biter of a match. Absolute nail biter. And honestly, he had me beat in this position. In this position, he had me destroyed, right? 19 seconds left. As long as he doesn't need a counter hit, as long as he doesn't get mixed at the wall, he's chilling. Right? Burning the time with throw breaks, right? And maybe he catches me. But here, that swing cost him everything. This is because 1-2 is -2. So if Noctis tries anything after, he's usually at a disadvantage. So Azeem tried an up forward 1. But I just hit the string extension, safe mid. He can't sidewalk left here. Sidewalking left is the only like movement counter. The only attack that counters this is a jab, right? But movement, he has to walk left. He can't walk left because the wall is to his left. So catching him with that was absolutely instrumental. The reason I played down forward 1 here, and down forward 1-2 for that matter, is because he's been spamming those low parries, right? So even if he up forward 1s me, I had a strong feeling that because he just tried it off the 1-2, 1+2, it probably wouldn't come again. Because again, they change up their options when you least expect it. So I just ripped the down forward 1-2, natural combo, and that burns so much time. Now there's 1 second left on this wake up. Even if he hits me with a down 3, it's probably a tie, right? So I just chill out and backdash. I don't even need to keep him out. If he did a down 3 and it killed me, I would have been really, really sad. It might have been like a 1% HP win. But we pulled it out. Hopefully you enjoyed that analysis. I feel like such a fraud. That was such a close match, and I was dying to the defaults that I like to play. I like to put in a lot of low parries. I like to find the up forward 1s, and Azeem's movement and kind of confidence in those situations were honestly getting a huge edge on me. So luckily for me, I pull out the win on some string awareness. These mirrors are such good training, I think, for mental fortitude, for character awareness, and giving you new ideas on how to approach your game. Now I know that if I just backdash low parry a bunch and up forward 1, that's really, really hard to beat. So let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Let me know if you want to see analyses of other videos. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. Subscriptions are also really cool if you'd like to subscribe. That's all from me today. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.